Hey guys, it's been a while, but this is back, and we're back to the real life Thomas and Friends series. And you guessed it, for today's episode, we're gonna take a look at the number 3 Green Engine, Henry the Green Engine. Henry's one of my favorite Thomas characters. And do you know, the mixed traffic engine like the pose the flying kipple. And then you also know that he's also a different kind of engine. He's ought to be a spin-metal locomotive. But who exactly is Henry? And does the web Henry still exist? Well, let's find out. Let's begin this new episode of Henry the Green Engine. So first off, who exactly is Henry the Green Engine? Well, Henry the mixed traffic engine who lives and works on the island of Sodom. The most part, he's a well-behaved engine, but there are some times when he can be a little grouchy at times. But the most part, he's very kind and very friendly, and he loves nature too. Early on in the series, Henry had a lot of trouble of functioning right properly. But what the enemy didn't realize is that his fireball was too small, so they got in special Welsh code. And after this accident, he didn't need special code anymore. And he did a very kind-hearted engine like the others. So, what kind of job did Henry do on the island of Sodor? Well, Henry the mid trapping, and like I said, that means he can both control both coaches and trucks. And he's also pull a special thing called the Flying Kibble. We talk about that later. For now on, let's get on to the real-life Henry the Green Engine. Now, we need to talk about the order that Henry the Green on his old shape, how they came from a back reformer to a new reformer later on in the series. The truth is, no one really knows where Henry came from. While we do know a popular theory, we're seeing interesting, thanks to GWR Studio. I want to give credit to his friend for this video. Not only that, let's explain why Henry has so many problems. It's still something like this. Way back in 1919, a year after World War I ended, an unknown locomotive builder sold Johns von Sonido Gressley. He was a famous locomotive builder, but making famous locomotives such as the NERA-3 statistic and the NERA-4 statistic. This point got a grudge against Gressley. To get back at him, he spent aside to show some drawings. The spy managed to take drawings and sent it back to the locomotive designer. The locomotive design was built, and he quickly had the engine built. But what he didn't know that the drawing was actually meant for a spin-metal locomotive. What that means by a spin-metal locomotive means this locomotive was not ready for production, but by the time he realized this, it was too late. The locomotive was already built, and the result was Henry the Green Engine. This is why there's so many characters this year, and he got a small firebox. The locomotive designer needed someone to buy him. The chance came when he met the Topham Hat. He was the one who loved steam engine, and this is why Henry had so many problems. And when he bought him, he finally gonna get to see one Atlantic for a pretty cheap price, but it was not. Let's explain why Henry got so many problems. But the question you're wondering is, does the real life Henry still exist? And the answer is, yes! The real life Henry still exists. Today, Henry is based on the LMS Standard Class Black 5, with 18 of them are preserved today. These locomotives were built between 1934 and 1951. In total, 1842 of these locomotives were built. 18 locomotives are still around today, pulling on steam excursions. They were built to pull full freight trains and passenger trains, just like Henry does in the TV show. But here's something else about Henry. Earlier, I explained how Henry was bought by the Topham Hat by an unknown locomotive builder. Well, not only that, while his old shape, he was also one of the kind. Because back in his old shape that Henry was a mix between engines, he was also a mix between two engines in his old shape. He was a mix between an NERA-1 descendant and GNR Class C1. However, that changed one night when Henry was pulling off line Kipper. A signal showed that the line was clear. The truth was, there was a train up ahead. Henry ran over it and crashed into the train. Henry was badly damaged, otherwise he would never run again. But the good news was the Toponet saved him, and he hadn't rebuilt, and the locomotive we all know that he's based on the Fire and T Black 5. So that's the story of the Red Henry. Henry was really one locomotive than built, but he got saved by the Toponet hat. I'm very happy that the Red Henry still exists today. I'm very happy of it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos on Jay Rodriguez. That's me, signing out. Bye bye, you guys.